Have you ever tried to forgive someone and just found it to be impossible? You just couldn't let go of your story. Hi, my name is Kathryn Eriksen, and I am a proud member of Project Positive Change. And I'd like to share with you some thoughts that I've had on forgiveness in the hopes that it may also shift your story around that situation or person that you just can't seem to forgive. And a lot of these concepts I'm going to share with you today can be found in my ebook called Drop the Leash, Let Go of Your Past, and Love in the Present. So let's begin. In the book Drop the Leash, I use a dog as a metaphor of conditional love. Dogs are sent to us from God to remind us of love, because that's who they are. They are nothing else than love on four legs. And so in the ebook, a very wise and intuitive dog named Avatar takes us on this journey of forgiveness, because forgiveness is one of the access points to being happy. It's not the only access point. There's other ways to get into that being state of happiness. But for me, forgiveness was very important. I found that as I learned to forgive the way a dog forgives, again, to use that metaphor, I was much happier. I was no longer judgmental about myself or others. I was no longer expecting others to behave a certain way, because those expectations are from me, not from them. And I was much more at peace and accepting of the situation as it stood in front of me, as it appeared in front of me. I wasn't trying to change it. I wasn't trying to mold it or shift it. I just accepted what is. So let's talk about forgiveness for just a minute. In the book, Avatar shares a dog's definition of forgiveness. And that is that forgiveness is seeing the light of love in others, no matter what they have done. Let me say that again. Forgiveness is seeing the light of love in others, no matter what they've done. Because you see, it's almost like we're operating on two different levels. We have the physical, visible world that we take in through our five senses, and we use that to say, this is right, this is wrong, that person's hurt me, it hasn't. But there's another level. It's almost like the ocean. The ocean on top of the surface is affected by wind, rain, but underneath the surface, it's always still. It's always calm. There's movable, very powerful forces, but it's much more stable. It is what it is. And we tend to get caught up on what's going on the surface of things and what people are doing, but we don't think about what's going on underneath, why they're doing it, or what prompted them to act that way, their backstory. So remember, forgiveness is seeing the light of love in others, no matter what they have done. So what is this light of love? I think that every person on the planet was born with the light of love inside of them. And it can be found in their heart space. There's all different ways to describe it. But at our core, we came from love. We're here to love. And when we leave this physical form, we return to love. So once you see that in your own life, and once you see that that person, even though they may be acting, remember the surface, acting horribly, they still had that light of love in them. They've just forgotten it. So having a larger, wider understanding of how we act, behave, and who we're supposed to be while we're here is a large part of being able to shift and move into that forgiveness, that seeing the light of love, no matter what people have done. And one great example of this is astronauts. When astronauts first went up into space and saw the Earth, saw this beautiful blue globe, and didn't see countries, didn't see boundaries, didn't see separation, it was a profound shift in their awareness, in their perception. And that's really what I'm talking about. Let's see life from this larger, more connected space, because we are connected. We are truly one. There's a thread that runs through all of us, that connects all of us. So when you meditate, when you get calm in yourself, when you release these old stories, that's when you can start seeing that unity and that connection. So this is just a sampling of what you'll find in Drop the Leash. It's available on Amazon, and I've got it on sale right now because I want so many people to read it. There's so much negative energy right now in the world and turmoil, but if we can each in our own hearts shift and heal and see the greater good and start acting as if the greater good were in our hearts, we'll start believing it and seeing it. So Drop the Leash is on sale, 99 cents. What can you buy for $1 these days? Less than $1. So run on over to Amazon, check it out, leave reviews. Avatar and me, myself, Kathryn Eriksen, would love to hear your thoughts, comments, sharing, etc. So I hope you have a wonderful day and see the light. First see it in yourself and then see it in others. And your life will change. Be well.